Hello YouTube friends. Hope you are all doing well. In this video, you will learn about how to create a chain reaction of good habits. Human behaviors are often tied to one another. For example, consider the case of a woman named Jennifer Jukes. For 2.5 decades during her adult life, starting when she left for college and extending into her 40s, Lee never made her bed except for when her mother or guests dropped by the house. At some point, she decided to give it another try and managed to make her bed 4 days in a row, a seemingly trivial featuring, however, on the morning of that 4th day, when she finished making the bed. She also picked up a sock and folded a few clothes lying around the bedroom. Next, she found herself in the kitchen, pulling the dirty dishes out of the sink and loading them into the dishwasher, then reorganizing the Tupperware in a cupboard and placing an ornamental pig on the counter as a centerpiece. She later explained, "My act of bed-making had set off a chain of small household tasks. I felt like a grown-up, a happy, legit grown-up with a made bed, a clean sink, one decluttered cupboard, and a pig on the counter. I felt like a woman who had miraculously pulled herself up from the energy-sucking Bermuda Triangle of household chaos." She was experiencing the domino effect. What is the domino effect? The domino effect states that when you make a change to one behavior, it will activate a chain reaction and cause a shift in related behaviors as well. For example, a 2012 study from researchers at Northwestern University found that when people decreased their amount of sedentary leisure time each day, they also reduced their daily fat intake. The participants were never specifically told to eat less fat, but their nutrition habits improved as a natural side effect because they spent less time on the couch watching television and mindlessly eating. One habit led to another, one domino knocked down the next. You may notice similar patterns in your own life. As a personal example, if I stick with my habit of going to the gym, then I naturally find myself more focused at work and sleeping more soundly at night, even though I never made a plan to specifically improve either behavior. The domino effect holds for negative habits as well. You may find that the habit of checking your phone leads to the habit of clicking social media notifications, which leads to the habit of browsing social media mindlessly, which leads to another 20 minutes of procrastination. In the words of Stanford professor B.J. Fogg, you can never change just one behavior. Our behaviors are interconnected, so when you change one behavior, other behaviors also shift. Inside the domino effect, as best I can tell, the domino effect occurs for 2 reasons. First, many of the habits and routines that make up our daily lives are related to one another. There is an astounding interconnectedness between the systems of life, and human behavior is no exception. The inherent relatedness of things is a core reason why choices in one area of life can lead to surprising results in other areas, regardless of the plans you make. Second, the domino effect capitalizes on one of the core principles of human behavior: commitment and consistency. This phenomenon is explained in the classic book on human behavior, influenced by Robert Cialdini. The core idea is that if people commit to an idea or goal, even in a very small way, they are more likely to honor that commitment because they now see that idea or goal as being aligned with their self-image. Returning to the story from the beginning of this article, once Jennifer Jukes Lee began making her bed each day, she was making a small commitment to the idea of, "I am the type of person who maintains a clean and organized home." After a few days, she began to commit to this new self-image in other areas of her home. This is an interesting byproduct of the domino effect. It not only creates a cascade of new behaviors, but often a shift in personal beliefs as well. As each tiny domino falls, you start believing new things about yourself and building identity-based habits. Thank you for watching.